Hi and welcome to my third review today. Sorry. For this time for the fight in Nottingham between Froch and Yusaf Mack. Froch making his first defence of his IBF super middleweight title. Completely forgetting what title he was defending there, what division he was in. As a big Cobra fan, this is not good at all, is it? But coming off a massive win against Lucian Boot, goes in there and destroys Yusaf Mack in just 3 rounds, 2 knockdowns. The second one in the third round, Brona. So I got Brown on the mind now. Yusaf Mack never got up from beautiful body shot. I think a shot Ricky Hatton would be proud of there. Beautiful, just slipped to the side, dug in a body shot. Yusaf Mack taking all his headshots, wasn't expecting it, and it was just a brilliant shot to end the fight. Yusaf Mack, you could see again, like in many of his other fights, really just not able to take the heat when it gets up. He's nice on the outside, he's got good jab, but if his opponent's got anything about him and can get inside and start landing big shots, he can't take it. He starts to go into a shell and really just can't take the power of his opponent, and that happened again. And if it happens, against light heavyweight, it's gonna happen. A lot of probably bigger hitters, you could say. You look at Froch, he hits like a light heavyweight, and it was always gonna happen. He's come down in weight, so maybe that may have affected him slightly. But at the end of the day, I think Froch always had his number. It was just when you look at it, really, it was a fight made for Froch. It was cleverly made because Mack's been in world title fights before. He's fought top guys like Tavares Cloud, Glenn Johnson, so on. He's lost to most of them, but the fact that he's been in there with these guys is testament to how well he's done in his career. Like, maybe he's never had the knack for taking the shots. He's never had the knack for coming up good when the going gets tough. But he's had a good career. He's had some bright spells, and I doubt this defeat will have too much effect on him. He'll know he come down in weight. He'll probably go back to the light heavyweight and just start again there, knowing that this was just the wrong fight for him. It wasn't meant to be. And Froch is a great champion. It obviously now sets up many more fights for him. Mikhail Kessler rematch, Lucian Boot rematch if he really wants that. Personally, I can't see him wanting that fight right now. He's contractually obliged to take that fight. He's Froch, but I doubt Boot after his last performance as well. I'm sure he'd like to build himself back up before taking on one of probably the second best. Well, he's the second best. Sorry, super middleweight in the world, right behind very amazing, one of the best pound for pound in the world, Andre Ward. A Ward rematch obviously is the future. It's his main goal. Whether it would be a different story. Andre Ward has said, he'd be happy to come over to UK, love to find the UK, and that's great because, well, Ward's a great fighter, he's a great man, and he loves to give the fans what they want to see, and I'm sure he'll do that for the fans to come over to the UK. Whether that makes too much of a difference, we'll have to see, but you'd still put Ward as your big favourite, but Froch in front of his Nottingham crowd is immense. He was immense against Boutte. He was even more immense here against Yusaf Mack. Maybe in America it may have took him a bit longer, but in front of his home crowd it just brings that extra animal out of him, and another absolute cracking performance from one of Britain's greatest champions ever. He's got to be put in that category now. He's one of the best at super middleweight. He's only lost to the best, controversially beaten by Mikhail Kessler, and after quite a few problems coming into that fight for him. And then by Andre Ward, he had more problems coming into that lead-up fight, and considering Andre Ward's going to be Hall of Fame bound, in his only start of his career, and he's already been talked about as being Hall of Fame, Ward. That just shows how great he is, and look at the fights he's fought. We can't think of another British fighter that's had that kind of list. And Yusaf Mack, he got a class as a a contender. He's fought he's fought world champions, current former world champions, and you know he fought a lot of good fights at light heavyweight, so he's got to be put there as definitely a decent contender who could have given Froch, who could give other fighters as well, who not on their day, a much harder fight. Nobody's knocked him out that quick before, which is just testament to how good Froch is. On the undercard, Tony Bellew had a tough go. Brilliant performance though by him. Suffered a terrible cut, but carried on. Never let it phase him against a fighter. Wouldn't say negative, but wasn't completely defensive. But didn't throw out many punches. Never gave Bellew much of a chance to really counter. But Bellew put in a cracking performance against a limited opponent, and I'm sure that will put him on. Maybe not. I don't think a world title fight just yet for him. I think Chad Dawson is a step too far at the moment. Maybe a fight against one of the contenders. I've suggested Cabra or Campillo as a fighter he could fight next. I'd love to see that fight. But Bellew's definitely got a world title fight ahead of him for sure at light heavyweight. And obviously he'll be on the sidelines for that cut for a while now, but as soon as he's back, I'm sure he can get himself back in contention for a world title shot, maybe later next year. So thank you for listening again, and please leave any comments at the bottom. If you haven't seen my other previews, I've got previews of reviews. Said previews again. I've got reviews of Seth Mitchell, Jonathan Banks, Valoria, Hernan Marquez, and I'll be uploading soon my preview review of Adrian Broner, Antonio DeMarco, so please check my channel to watch them. And again, thank you for listening.